Hello, and welcome back to Starfire's channel. Today I decided to do my taping a little bit different. I'm going to actually tape my YouTube channel and also have my Facebook group on my other phone so that I can communicate with them at the same time. I want to say thank you, as always, for those of you that watch my channel. I appreciate you. I keep my third eye open and my heart open so that I can feel you and see you and relate to you. Today we're going to talk about the shadow people. I have no idea why this has been on my mind, but today, I got up early this morning. I've already did a little bit of peeking and, dabbing on shadow people, but today it really hit me. And we need to get into this because spirits brought back some memories to me that I never even realized or forgot about in that subconscious mind. I won't say realize, forgot about. So I'm going to share those things with you. You like my little glass? I like my glass. Okay. Now, a lot of people want to know, who are the shadow people? Well, they're nothing positive. Let's keep it real. They're not angels. They're not guiding spirits. They're not deities that will help you. They are dark. Okay. And that's who they are. And they have actually existed over, what was it, 600? What year was that? You guys know I got my notes right, so I'm going to make sure I quote this right to you. 600 CE. Okay, way back in days. Now, we have been burned at the stake. We have been hung. We have had our throat slashed, all that for being practitioners or being witches, okay? But what people didn't realize is that it wasn't anything evil unless we made it evil, okay? But these dark shadows are evil. Now, some of you know a little history of me. You know that I used to have a pastoral license. Matter of fact, I still do. I just don't practice Christianity anymore. I practice my relationship with God and with the craft. And I always talk to you guys about, before you do something, make sure you're covered. So just to let you guys know, I got my incense burning. We talked about the blue candle yesterday. I have some blue candles burning. I have some white candles burning. I got some 7-day white candles burning. And I also have some pink candles burning for that unconditional love, because I want the angels to surround me while I teach this, because this is a dark matter. Okay, I don't do dark magic, but I'm not afraid of dark magic. Okay, let's understand who Starfire really is. Okay, I don't run from it. I can deal with it. And I'm going to give you guys a prime example. I was pregnant with my fourth son. Yeah, I got 5 of them. Well, 4 boys, 1 girl. And he's 21 now, so this was some years ago. And literally, I had put my other 3 sons down for a nap. Or was it that evening? I believe it was that evening, down for bed. And I laid across with my pregnant belly, laid across my bed, and I saw this dark shadow coming down upon me. Now, understand, I wasn't scared, okay? Because that's the one thing you have to be. You have to be strong and have no fear when you deal with dark things, okay? And know who you are, because I know that the light shines upon the dark, so you can't touch me, okay? So when I saw this shadow coming down, I knew what it was, because I've dealt with things as a child. And this was just another way of the spirits reminding me to go back so I can share these things with you, and how long that the craft has been on my life. And I just didn't acknowledge it, didn't realize it. But when this shadow came down, I started going off. I confronted it. I told it to leave. And you know what? It was a shadow that wanted to bring death. Here's the thing. It wasn't death to the child in my womb. It was death to one of my other 3. And I went to battle. Okay, you talk about a spiritual battle. I went into a spiritual battle, and I won, and I will keep winning. Okay, because of my gods, my ancestors, my angels, and my deities at all times. Whether you're in Christianity, Islam, whatever, you have your armor. Okay, so then that was one time. Then, as a child, we lived in a very small house. My mother and my stepfather and myself. And I slept in the living room. It was a 1-bedroom house. And I slept in the living room. And those of you that are my age, you understand what a corner group is. You know, the two beds with the table, the little radio. Yeah, I thought I was doing something back then. Well, anyway, there was a woman who had died in this home. Now, her spirit used to haunt me and torment me as a child. And I would tell my mother about this, and my mother would not reach out and help me. It was just go to sleep. Ain't nothing out there. Quit watching Frankenstein. Stuff like that. You know, because back in the day, Frankenstein was a scary movie for me. So today I want you guys to do me a favor. When your children tell you that they see something, do not ignore them. If you're in the craft, this means you need to get up. I don't care what time of day it is, what time of night it is. You need to smudge. You need to light some white candles. And we know we do not leave candles lit around children by themselves. So you need to lay in that bed with that child. You need to comfort them. You need to go under that bed. You need to go in those closets. You need to get in those corners and sound, get them out of there. You know, and that next day you need to do a full smudging of your home because shadows are real. They are not a joke. They are nothing to play with. But one thing to get things out of your corners is this, that sound. Now I have a sound bowl, I have bells, things like that. But if you don't have anything, power in your hand, okay? So this way you guys can see what's going on. Now, another thing you want to do, okay, is you want to make sure that you yourself are cleansed. You get rid of that negative energy. Because if you have negative energy, that's what you are going to send. I'm sorry, I need to get this off the page. That's what you're going to send. So, and you're going to lose. You have to be strong. You have to be vibrant. You have to stand tall. And you have to be protected. Okay? I don't care what anyone says. If you don't have anything else in your house, get you some white candles. If you can't afford sage, get you some white candles. You can also buy sage in a store. Dry it out. Use that. They sell it in the produce department, okay? They have dry sage in a seasoning area. Do what you have to do. Protection is not a joke. Now, as far as a shadow person, okay, they come in like this perception of a patch, you know, of a shadow. And I'm reading my notes as I talk to you guys. They periodically can change forms. Okay, they can be any size, any height, any shape. Okay, but they're commonly known for the man in the hat and the cape. Okay, give you a prime example. If you ever watch the original Exorcist, you'll see the man standing by the light. And that was a priest in that movie, but before you acknowledge that it was a priest, you saw a man in a shadow with the hat, okay? And that's normally how it comes. And if you see them without that, they're very slim, commonly, long arms, long limbs. They tend to have either red or green eyes, and they are there to torment you, okay? So what you have to do is stand up to them. And the only way... Hi, Jay. The only way you are going to be able to stand up to a shadow person is to be in your right mind. We're not talking about this mind. We're talking about that third eye. You have to be open. You have to understand that this is a battle that you cannot lose. This is a spiritual battle. It is in the spiritual realm. Okay? We as parents really need, once again, when your child is telling you that they're seeing monsters, they're seeing things, they're hearing things under their bed, there's someone standing in the corner, do not ignore them. Get up and find out what's going on with your child. Okay, I'll give you something that happened to my youngest son, who I said is definitely going to be in the craft, who all my notes, my grimoires, and everything will be going to. He was about 3 years old. He's always have... I'm laughing. I understand, Jay. Trust me. I raised 5 and I'm a grandmother of 8. Okay. When you went up my stairs, my bathroom was right there. Okay. Well, the kids' bathroom. And to the left was 2 bedrooms and to the right was my room. Well, I'm going up the stairs and I see my son taking a bath. I ran down to get him some toys because for some reason it just had to be. And he goes, Mommy, who was that? And I said, who was who? And he goes, that man that walked into your room. He's tall. He's in your room, Mommy, get him out. Okay, I went to battle then. It was time for me to get out of Mommy's zone, get into that spiritual zone, because something was in my house. My son has a gift. He can see things. I didn't ask questions like, are you sure? No, he has a gift. So what did I do? I jumped on it. I went to battle and got it out of my house. My son actually told me, Mommy, it just ran downstairs and went out the door. Okay, now if I was that parent to think, well, my child has a vivid, imagination, I don't have time to worry about imagination. We need to get this up out my house. Shadow people are real. Okay, they're not a joke, and they torment you. How many times have you guys been walking down the street? And let's say if you're walking in the evening, or if you're in the day, you got your earbuds in. And I will always tell you guys, for your safety, please leave one earbud out so you can hear if there's a car getting ready to crash, or you can be aware if someone's getting ready to jump up. Please keep one ear open. I try to tell my daughter that all the time. But if you've ever been walking down the street and all of a sudden you feel like somebody's watching you, and you turn around, I'm sorry, you guys, I got my Yorkie, say hi. And you turn around and lay down. You think someone's next to you and there's no one there. Oh, there was somebody there. It was a shadow person. Okay. Have you ever been washing dishes? And this is normally when they would try to bother me. I'm washing dishes, and I know I'm the only one in the house. We have dogs. I know where the dogs are, and I feel like there's someone breathing over my shoulder. Okay, well, let me go get you some sage so you can get up out of this home. Okay? They torment you. They take the forms of animals. They can do anything. You think like, I keep thinking like I'm seeing something out the side of my eye. You're not thinking like you're seeing something. You are. Your third eye is telling you there is something there that doesn't belong. And more than likely, it's a shadow person. Excuse me for rubbing my nose. This is incense, but I have to burn it. Kind of got me going today. Okay, some people will actually, before they go to bed, go around their house and make this sound in their closets, in their corners, in their cupboards, because they want to make sure that they can sleep at peace. Have you ever found that you're not going into that deep, deep sleep because your eyes are closed, your mind is trying to shut down, but it really doesn't? And it's because your third eye is opening. You're in that realm, and you're going to start to recognize things. And you may feel as if someone's watching over you. Okay, we'll go into some other things. I've actually had a demon sit on my chest years ago. I could not get up, and I plead the blood of Jesus. I was in church. I start calling on the angels and everything, and I didn't fear. Okay, don't fear these things. That's their victory, is when you fear them. And it left, and I got up and I started praying through my whole house. Okay, like I said, it doesn't matter if you practice Christianity, Buddhism, the craft, whatever. You know when something isn't right in your home and you need to get rid of it. Have you ever felt yourself going to meditation, and before you can really go into it, you feel as if something's watching you over in that corner? That's a shadow person. Before you go any further in your meditation, get up, cleanse that room. I said yesterday how you can take a blue candle and speak the little prayer that I gave you. It doesn't have to be that prayer. It can be a prayer that you want to speak. Because it's all about your intentions, your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. Okay, and you can do these things. Now, the medical word that they give us, the medical field, I should say, will tell you that as an adult or as a child, you're just having terrors. Okay? As a craft, we don't look at things that way. Okay? There's no medical thing you can tell me about my gift and about my craft. You can't diagnose me in a doctor's office. I'm a witch. Okay? I'm totally different. You guys are different. You have gifts, and That's like my son was telling me, he had my daughter-in-law watch my video the other day, and he said, my mom's a witch. And she's like, whatever, boy. But he's coming to that reality that yeah, she is. I'm a good witch. I always say that, okay? I'm always going to do something positive. But being in the craft means that the world does not understand you because they don't see things they don't believe in fairies. They think we're crazy. Some people believe that there's no such things as casting spells. Others believe that we're all satanic, but we're not. But you're gifted. Whether you practice the dark or the white magic, you have a gift. It's up to you how you use your gift. I have a very strong sense of things, of my surroundings, of spirits. I always have, ever since I was a child. I've always shared with my kids that I have a gift of warning for the destruction. I am that practitioner that will not call you and say, hey, go play this number because you're about to win some money. Or, hey, someone's going to knock on your door and you're going to win this. No, I'm the one that tell you, stop. Something is about to happen to you. I need you to change your routine. Think about what you're doing and relax. Do not make any sudden decisions. Do not jump ahead. Stop, relax, and think about every step you take in that day. Okay, to give you guys an example, going back to my kids, my older son, he was, running around with wrong people. I'm not ashamed because I am not. We ain't got that perfect life. I have a life, and there was a little boy down the street. Had nothing to do with my son, but he was always into something. And I told my son, I said, you know what? Somebody gonna shoot him. And my son was like, Mommy, don't say that. I wasn't saying it to put it out in the atmosphere. I felt it in my spirit. He got shot like 3 or 4 days later by himself. But he got shot. He was getting on his bike, had a gun he wasn't supposed to have in his pants, and it shot him in the leg. Now, that was not me. That was the spirits allowing me to see. Because I told my son to stay away from this person. Which, I never had that kind of trouble with my son. He was just hard-headed. One of them. You always got that one. Don't love him no different, but he hard-headed. Okay, so you want to make sure that you understand when it comes down to the shadow people and with spirits, that your awareness is open. How do you keep your awareness open? Okay, some of us have a gift. Like I told you, I can literally just feel the spirits around me. I know. When I tell you that I can feel Archangel Michael's wings around me, they're there. When I pray over my children, they're there. My son that was in the car accident, people on my Facebook, I appreciate you guys for being there. I had already knew a couple of weeks before then something was going to happen because for some reason I took his picture. He's the only child's picture I had by himself and put it on my altar, and I covered him and I prayed over him and I spoke positive things into his life. Now, when him and my son-in-law had that car accident, somebody could have really gotten hurt, but it didn't. Why? Because the spirits that came to me and told me what to do. Excuse me. Do not take that lightly. Okay. Now, getting back on to shadow people. Okay. They like to come to you in your sleep. They like to peek. Okay. They nosy. There's some nosy folks. Okay. You can be in your own little thing. You can literally be getting dressed and there's a shadow person in your room. They that nosy. I'm going to have to move these incense, you guys, because they just like choking me today. I'm sorry. But they can't stop burning. So you want to make sure that your house is clean. I've spoken on saging your car. A shadow person can be in your car and you don't even know it. Okay? I sage my car. When I sage my house, I go outside, sage my car. My garage is detached, sage my garage. These things, when you're in a craft, are very important. Okay? The action and practice of the shadow person is to put fear into you. Okay, because they're trapped. They have nowhere to go. They're trapped. Okay? So they don't do anything but just walk around and torment you. They can't touch you. They really can't do anything to you physically. But mentally, they can mess you up. This is why you have to be opened here in that third eye. You have to listen with your spiritual ears. You have to speak the things from that chakra, that throat chakra. You have to keep that heart chakra right. All of these things are what keeps us safe. Okay? So I wanted to make sure that I share these things to you guys. Shadow people have been scaring people for thousands of years. Like I said, they go back as early as the 600s CE. Okay? Even in the Quran, okay, it mentions about a pitch of black shadows, not pure, but a spirit, but they were spiritual or psychological in some kind of nature. Okay, now that's a whole different thing from the Bible. But then in the Bible also speaks about the dark shadows that's coming, and you see a lot of things where we notice that the Grim Reaper is a dark shadow. Okay, things exist. Okay, now we know that death can come in darkness or death can come in light. And when I say that, I would say this is my opinion right here. What I'm giving you, this is not a scientific fact. I feel that the dark death is when life is taken from you suddenly. And the white death is when it's just time for you to go. Okay. I've had two brothers die, one of each way, one taken away from me, and one, it was his time due to a disease of cancer. He fought, he was tired, and he said, I'm ready. Okay. But I had one that was taken away. To me, that's a dark death when someone takes your life. Okay. Now, mind you, I said that's my opinion. A shadow person can cause you to have nightmares, especially a child. And I guess that's really what I'm focusing on today is your kids. Be careful what you allow them to get into their spirits, because they open doors, and we allow doors to open by thinking it's just a cartoon, it's just a TV show. No, these are spirits. Be careful. Shadow people will torment your child to the point that they are in their bed crying. They're covering their heads. They're not sleeping good. They're not functioning right in school. Why? Because they're terrified. But if they see mommy or daddy, my kings and queens, coming in there to battle with whatever it is that you can't see, but they see, they're going to get stronger. They're going to be like, I can do what mommy did. And they're going to grow up with that power to know shadow people can't do nothing to you but torment you. Get out my way. Get out my closet. Get from under my bed. Get out my house. It's time for you to go. And that's where you want your teacher kids. Okay. Some people describe them as, like I said, about tall, lanky limbs. Some people said that they have seen them as tall as 7 feet. Now, my husband's 6'2", and I'm only 4'11", and lie and say I'm 5 feet and a half every now and then, But you want to be careful about that. Okay, that's one of the descriptions of them. They can change at any moment. They can come in an animal form. They don't just come in a human form. So be careful and pay attention. People say that the dark form is used to camouflage, okay, so that they can blend in with us. Okay, it's a shadow. You don't pay no attention. Something's in your corner, it's just a shadow. Yeah, but whose shadow is it? Is it the broom? Is it the mop? Is it your shadow? Or is it the shadow? A shadow person. Okay, so you want to be careful on that. There was a psychic medium. Her name is, I believe it's pronounced Kun, Kuna. She describes shadow people as consciousness, intelligent beings. Okay? So, I literally have to take this call. Never thought this would happen. Okay? Hold on, please. I really have to take this. Okay, so because of my producer, my son, I learned I gotta just cut these two together. So that's what I want to do. Okay, so back to what I was saying. She said they're conscious, intelligent beings, meaning that they are real, okay? And that they can move, they can change shapes very fast within a blink of an eye. She calls them the man in the hat, which we discussed. Most people feel that they come from the underground because they're not positive. Okay, it's not a white angel that you're seeing. It's not a deity. that's coming to help you. It's not a god or a goddess that's coming to help you. It's not your ancestors. And this is what I want you guys to really think about. Make sure you understand the difference between your ancestors coming to you and the shadow people coming to you. I'm getting chills over my body just telling y'all that. Okay, because they can come into a form and make you think. Now, how do you know it's your ancestors? By you meditating and spending time at your ancestors' altars, by you knowing your people. This is another reason why I said when we talked about the ancestors, you do not say, hey, I need all my ancestors. Because what if some of them have turned into shadow people? What if some of them have shadow peoples that's with them? You're inviting all that. Know who you invite as far as your ancestors. You want to make sure that you understand who and what you're dealing with. These are spirits, okay, which have nowhere to rest. So they just torment people. Okay, where do they actually come from? That I don't know, and I'm still looking into because I really want to know. I'm that nosy practitioner. I'm going to find out. Greeks thought that the shadow people were literally shadows of themselves that they would offer up to Zeus, their god, to keep peace in their home. That's something that just like astonished me to find that out. So you guys want to be careful. There's not much left to this. It's about the shadow people. It's about protecting yourself and listening. I guess my main thing is to get you guys to listen to your kids. They're not just playing wolf or crying wolf about mommy, there's something mommy, I hear something in my closet. Mommy, there's somebody in the corner. Don't tell them when you turn the light on, oh, it's your chair, it's your jacket. No, there's something in that corner, parents. Practitioners, get them out of your home. Sage your home. Cleanse your home. Speak positive words upon your home, upon your rooms. We have tendencies of letting people give our kids gifts, okay? That's fine, but did you cleanse that gift? I am a cleansing fanatic. You guys might think I'm crazy, but you need to cleanse things because you don't know who's had it before. You don't know whose intentions are, okay? So cleanse things because you don't know what follows with that item, especially dolls. We all know about voodoo and hoodoo. You're going to give my child a doll? Oh, yeah, we got to do some cleansing here, okay? Shadow people are real. There's nothing positive about them. But you have defeated them because you don't have fear. Do not allow them to come in and fear you. I'm sorry, and you fear them. Do not allow them to torment your children. I was blessed. My youngest son ain't scared of them. He's seen them and called it out. Hey, who's that went over there? Who went in your room? But a lot of kids would have just freaked out, and start crying. And what is wrong with you? Stop it. Ain't nothing in here. No, mommy. No, daddy. No witches. There's something in there. Protect your children. Cleansing is important. It's all it takes if you don't have the tools. A lot of people think, I don't have sage. I don't have a sound ball. I don't have a bell. It don't matter. Gets them out. And you speak positive words over your home. I'm going to end this. Again, I want to apologize for the phone call, but I am a mother. Okay, and I have to be that before I'm anything. And I would expect the same of you guys. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell button so you know when I'm on. I do my best to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I have much love for my people. You can reach me at my email address, which is starfirequeenb, B stands for beautiful, @gmail.com. Or you guys can look me up on Facebook. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you. Once again, I thank you. Keep that third eye open, that mind, the heart open, and your words speaking of love. And just remember this. It's not what goes into a man or a woman. It's what comes out of that man or woman that determines who you are. Okay? I thank you. I appreciate you guys. And have a good evening.